Alright, welcome to Digital Tech Academy. My name is Monday Arome. In this video, I want to take you through how to design your inventory or stock control sheet in Excel. But before we continue, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so, because when you do it, to enable you to get more updates through this channel. Thank you. Let's dive in. Now, the first thing you need to do, you need to launch into your Excel. Once you launch into Excel, this one, you have this environment like this. Now, the first thing that should come into your mind is to bring in your already designed business logo or your company logo. Now, how do you bring in your company logo? Once you have designed, it's already in your system, or you design through phone and you bring it in through WhatsApp or through any file transfer cable, and then you already save it in either document or on a desktop. So what you need to do is to click on insert. Then once you click on insert, you look for picture. Once you look for picture, you click on this picture. It will take you to this environment where you pick the file from, where you must have saved the logo either on desktop or whatever. So let's assume I'm using this computer. I'm using this computer as a logo. So as I click on it, I click on this insert. You can see, but when you look at it, it has covered everywhere. So what I need to do is to drag and resize it. So you come to up here, right up here, you see, to show you an arrow. You see that arrow? You use that arrow and drag to have it into the smaller size. So once you drag it, you scroll down, you bring it up again. You can see that it's still remaining. You drag it down again, you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you can see that the thing is becoming small. It's becoming smaller. Then you drag it down again to have it to the size where you want. You see, it remains becoming smaller. Let's assume this is our logo. Then we'll bring it up. Yes. Then once you bring it there, you bring it to this left corner here. This is where you will place it. Once you bring it to the left corner, bring it here. There you readjust it again to a side that is a little bit visible. Once that is done, this is where we'll keep it here like this. Let's assume this is our logo, and then we shift this down so that it can get enough space that will be visible. Let's assume this is our, and then you bring in, you type in the company name. So what do you need to do in the company name? You highlight from here, maybe let's stop here and make the cell as one. You see that I've made the cell. If you now type the name of the company, let's assume the name of our company is Digital Tech Academy. So you need to format this text. How do you format it? You come here, and what we call top alignment. Then once you click on this center, it will shift the text to the center where it will be visible. Once that is done, if you want to give it a background to look more colorful, you can see, you can give it a background this way. Once you give it that background, so the next thing you need to do, you can merge another cell. Highlight this cell under, merge another cell, so you can put the company address. You can even say that opposite NNPC Abuja, Nigeria. You can see. So you can also give this one a background check or format this one. You can put it on Italia, reduce the font size, give it another background. For instance, give it this way to make the work look more colorful. Now the next thing you need to do, you need to type the title. Bring in the title of what you are designing, which is finished good inventory control card or inventory control card, whichever way you want to make it. whichever way you want to make it. Then you can have it this way: inventory control card. Inventory control card. You can change the font color of the text for this one to make it visible. So I can decide to change the background of this one to dark blue, and then change the color text to white, and then the font size I use area black so that it will be more visible. You can even use the same thing here. Digital Tech Academy. You can also change the text here. Change the text color, the text background, which one will be more better? Okay, let's use this one. You can see that the work is becoming more beautiful. Now the next thing you need to do is to bring in some of the terminologies on the bin card that is needed on the bin card. You come here and say name of product, you click on next, product code, that is in a manufacturing environment. Warehouse, we mean the location, warehouse. And then we have location, and then you have minimum level, that is minimum stock level. And then the next we have reorder level, the order at the level at which stock need to be reorder level. And then we have maximum level. So you have it this way. Then you need to adjust or you reduce the size, okay, so that it can go. You can see that some of these text have been cut off, so you adjust a bit. You either adjust or you text wrap it. Once you text wrap it, you see, so you can see the full information. You give it a background color to make it look more colorful. Once that is done, then you give it a space here. You give it a space because this name of a product, something has to be filled here. Product code, something has to be filled here. Warehouse, the nature of the warehouse, the location of the warehouse. Now this warehouse, is it warehouse for tomato, warehouse for rice? So all these are for the information. So you leave this one row blank. Then the next row, give a distance. There's what we call unit of measure. Unit of measure means whether the quantity you are counting, the stock is in cartons, whether the stock is in pieces, whether the stock is in gram, like that. So you have that one here. Once you have that one here, you can even highlight this one. And then you go to the next, the bin card proper. You have dates. You bring in your dates. Once you bring in your date, let's shift it down so that we can see proper. Then you have transaction reference, or let's put it this way because of space. We have reference. Reference means like invoice number, or what they call, Webby number rather. Webby number that they use to transfer or issue out the stock. And then we have manufacturing date. The next we have expiring date, stock expiring date. And then the next we have quantity. Let's use the QTY to represent quantity received. And then the next we have quantity issued. Then the next we have quantity at hand. that is balance, the stock balance. And then the next we have signature, and then finally remarks. Now the next thing you need to do now is to format this. These are the basic things you need. Once this is done, you highlight it this way. You highlight it like this, and then you reduce it so we can see everything clearer. Once you reduce it like this, you adjust the text. You wrap text it so that you can see everything clearly. You reduce the cell, reduce these cells so you can see everything very clear. You do this, then the signature, you can see everything clearly. Now you can come back here, you see this, bring it up to this level, so that you can have to be the presentation will look so fine. This one that we measure ourselves before, we extend it here, we extend it like this. This one too, we come back here and extend it, so once we extend it, we have our card this way. Now once that is done, what we need to do is to format this card. Let's stop at 20, serial number 20. Let's assume we want to give it a background of light green, and then we go to our border. We apply border, all border. This is it. You can see it's looking more like a card. Once you give it all border, this unit of measure, you can even come here and make these two cells like this. Once you make this one, let's remove this from this. You make this one unit of measure, you make this one as well, and then you give this one bottom border. You come here, click on bottom border. Where is the bottom border? You can see you give it thick bottom border, select it here. Once you give it thick bottom border, you can give the color, give the text another color that will befit. Okay, which color should we give this? Okay, let's give it red, unit of measure. Let's give it a red. Once you give it a red, you can see that the thing is carrying a background, a beautiful background. And then this heading, we can give it another color, give it another text color. Which color can we give? Okay, let's apply this blue, this dark blue a bit. Then we are getting there. Then once that is done, here we are going to apply border as well. We apply border here. We go here and click all border. Once that is done, click all border and then apply the same color. We bring it here. Then this one can have another background color as well to make the card look so beautiful. Yes, you can see this is how you design. Bean card. Then you can have it printed both sides. So supposing I want to print it on both sides, what I need to do, this is the front side of the card. What I need to do is to copy this like this, and then I copy Ctrl+C. So I copy Ctrl+C, I bring it here under, so that when they print it, this is the second face. You can see this is the second face. So in our next video, we'll discuss how this works practically, how the bean card, how you can make use of the bean card practically. Here you put date, how you bring it, the reference number, the manufacturing date, the expiring date, the quantity received, what transpire, how you can formalize this such a way that once you enter anything received here, it will give you automatic results on what you have left on the balance. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get more updates. So in our next video, we will discuss how to make use of this bin card in a soft copy way that will give you an updated stock balance on daily basis, which will make your reconciliation accurate, easy, and time saving. Thank you. Bye for now. Until we meet again in our next video.